1800 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister says the Turkish President's upcoming visit to Pakistan will help promote multifaceted bilateral relations. Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf and Pakistan Muslim League Quaid-e-Azam have resolved issues at the talks in Lahore today. The Economic Coordination Committee has decided to impose immediate ban on the export of sugar to keep the prices under control. The Foreign Minister has said illegal Indian steps in occupied Kashmir have caused loss of $2 billion to the economy of the valley over the past 6 months. Pakistan today summoned the Indian Shahzad to the Foreign Office and lodged a strong protest over the recent ceasefire violations by India along the line of control. Pakistan beat Bangladesh by an innings and 44 runs in the first cricket test match at Rawalpindi today. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan says the Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan's upcoming visit to Pakistan will help promote multifaceted bilateral relations between the two countries. He was addressing a high-level meeting in Islamabad this afternoon to review the arrangements for the visit. Imran Khan said Pakistan and Turkey enjoy historic brotherly relations and both the countries supported each other in every hour of need. He appreciated the Turkish leadership for extending firm support to Pakistan's principled stance on the Kashmir dispute. The Prime Minister directed the Minister for Economic Affairs Mohammad Hamad Azhar to ensure the implementation of bilateral agreements which will be signed during the Turkish President's visit. Earlier, chairing another meeting in Islamabad, Prime Minister Imran Khan said the government will go to any extent to provide relief to the masses, especially the poor and the salaried class. The meeting also discussed measures to provide relief to the poor and the salaried class to ensure provision of essential commodities to the people at reduced rates. The Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on Information and Broadcasting, Dr. Firdaus Ashik Awan, says Prime Minister Imran Khan is fully cognizant of the problems being faced by the masses. In a series of tweets today, she said the Prime Minister will go to any length to provide relief to the people. She said national institutions are the strength of Pakistan and Prime Minister Imran Khan represents the nation. Firdaus Ashik Awan said the people are fully aware of the fact that the opposition is making hue and cry not for public relief, but to get personal relief. The Defense Minister Pervez Khattak has said alliance between Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf and Pakistan Muslim League Quaid-e-Azam will continue as the issues have been resolved amicably. Talking to news persons after meeting Pakistan Muslim League Quaid-e-Azam leadership in Lahore today, the Defence Minister said all decisions will be taken after mutual consultations. The Speaker Punjab Assembly and the leader of PMLQ, Chaudhry Parvez Elahi, on the occasion said his party has full confidence in the leadership of Prime Minister Imran Khan and issues with the government have been resolved. He said we will make all-out efforts to keep the alliance intact till the next elections. Chaudhry Parvez Elahi said we will move forward with mutual consultations to cope with the challenges being faced by the country. Earlier, the government committee comprising Parvez Khattak, Shafqat Mahmood and Asad Umar held negotiations with PMLQ leadership and discussed the issues. The Economic Coordination Committee has decided to impose immediate ban on the export of sugar to keep the prices under control. The meeting was held in Islamabad today with the advisor to the Prime Minister on Finance, Abdul Hafiz Sheikh, in the chair. The meeting observed that there are sufficient and adequate stocks of sugar in the country. The Ministry of Industry and Production was directed to monitor sugar prices and the availability situation and come back to the ECC anytime if there is a need to import sugar in future to discourage hoarding and profiteering. The Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on National Health Services, Dr. Zafar Mirza, says Pakistan stands by China to combat the coronavirus outbreak. He was talking to the Chinese ambassador to Pakistan, Zhao Xing, in Islamabad today. The Special Assistant said Pakistani students in China are children, and we shall take every possible step to protect them. He expressed the confidence that the Chinese government would soon win the fight against coronavirus outbreak. Dr. Zafar Mirza confirmed that so far there have been no case of coronavirus in Pakistan. The Chinese ambassador Yao Xing said all possible information regarding the virus will be provided to the Pakistan government. This is Radio Pakistan. The Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi says the Indian government's unilateral steps taken on 5th of August last year were in clear violation of the United Nations resolutions on the Kashmir dispute. He was speaking at a ceremony of the Federation of Pakistan Chambers of Commerce and Industry in Karachi today. The Foreign Minister said illegal Indian steps in occupied Kashmir have damaged the economic conditions in the territory, and it has caused loss of $2 billion to the economy in the valley. 400,000 people have been deprived of employment. The Indian Shahzad Gaurav Ahluwalia was summoned to the Foreign Office today, and a strong protest was lodged at the recent ceasefire violations by India in Jabbar Sandhara, Sumbal Gali, and Dapsi villages of Kotli district along the line of control. Condemning the targeting of innocent civilians by the Indian forces, the Director General South Asia and SAARC Zahid Hafiz Chaudhry underscored that such senseless Indian acts are a clear violation of the 2003 ceasefire understanding and complete disregard for international human rights and international norms. He said such aggressive acts by India further vitiate the tense atmosphere along the line of control and are a threat to regional peace and stability. The Indian troops resorted to unprovoked firing of mortars and heavy weapons in Jandrod and Nakyal sectors along the line of control during the last 24 hours, according to Inter-Services Public Relations. Deliberate targeting of civilian population in Jabbar, Sandhara, Sumbal Gali, and Dapsi villages of Kotli district left 10 innocent civilians, including 2 children and 2 women, seriously injured. The injured have been evacuated to nearby medical facility for necessary care. The Pakistan Army troops responded effectively to the Indian unprovoked ceasefire violations. 1 Indian soldier was killed, 3 injured, including a major, while substantial damage was inflicted on Indian posts, which initiated the fire. In occupied Kashmir, a complete shutdown will be observed tomorrow to mark the 36th martyrdom anniversary of prominent Kashmiri liberation leader Muhammad Maqbool Bhatt. The call for the strike has been given by the All-Party Hurriyat Conference Chairman Sayyid Ali Gilani, Mirwais Umar Farooq-led Hurriyat Forum, the Jammu and Kashmir Liberation Front, and other pro-freedom leaders and organizations. India hanged Muhammad Maqbool Bhatt in New Delhi's Tihar jail on the 11th of February 1984. The Indian authorities imposed strict restrictions in the territory in the name of security to prevent anti-India protests in connection with the martyrdom anniversary of Maqbool Bhatt. In Afghanistan, 35 militants were killed while 4 others arrested during an operation in Balkh and Eastern Khost province today. Meanwhile, 17 detainees, including security personnel, were also rescued during an operation in Khanabad district of northern Kunduz province today. And now news about cricket. Pakistan beat Bangladesh by an innings and 44 runs in the first cricket test match at Rawalpindi today, leading the 2-match series 1-0. Naseem Shah, who bagged 4 wickets in the second innings, was declared man of the match. The final scores: Bangladesh 233 and 168 runs, Pakistan 445 runs. The second test match will be played from 5th of April in Karachi. And finally, the weather. Mainly cold and dry weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, partly cloudy weather is likely in North Balochistan, Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and Gilgit-Baltistan. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch live Video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.